Well, I had a friend who lived in Asia, and he started collecting Korean antique furniture beyond the amount that he could handle himself, and he wanted to sell some of it. So I was working for one company, and he said, "Would you mind taking on the distribution of my Korean furniture?" So I did. It was sort of a side project that I did. And eventually, it worked out that I took over that business. So for a number of years, I went mainly to Korea to buy antique furniture, chests and things like that. Well, Korea ran out of antique furniture, at least of any amount that one could deal with it as merchandise. So I sort of graduated, moved into buying objects in other places in Asia more than buying furniture. I go for the best I can afford, and also the ones that appeal to me, I think are marketable. Sometimes things are very old, definitely antique, but I don't find them particularly attractive. So obviously there's a merchant's mind in there. That sort of thing is getting more difficult now because Hong Kong used to be an open market. The Chinese have not allowed very old objects to leave the mainland of China for a number of years. But when Hong Kong became part of China, they did not immediately apply that law to Hong Kong. But now that's stopped. And we've organized and agreed with China to respect that. So not only can I not take it out of China, I cannot bring it into the United States. So if I find something in Europe that's Chinese and old, I shouldn't buy it because I can't bring it into the United States. So the market out of Hong Kong is now finished, at least for Americans. You used to be able to go to China and buy something and people would bring it here and people would go, wow, ooh, ah. Now, everything's on the internet. You can go to a dealer in Chiang Mai in Thailand and look at his website and you'll see things. And you say, how much is that? And they'll email you back, and if you agree, you send the money and they'll pack it up and ship it to you. Well, what am I going to do with this? I mean, I was just talking about that from the prospect of doing this in the future. If I were younger, would I think this would be a good thing to do? Because of the internet replacing people running around the world buying things, and from the laws that limit the export or the importation here of antique objects. I doubt if I would.